Friday, you bastards.
Another very strong month of job creation in the American economy. 428,000 jobs added back. This is the 12th month in a row of job creation. It's a little bit lighter than the average for the beginning of the year, which is an average of like 560 some thousand every month. That's a lot of job creation, but still a big number. In normal times, a number like this would be absolutely blockbuster. But remember, we're trying to dig out of that big jobs hole created because of the coronavirus pandemic, the coronavirus recession. We're still down a little over 1 million jobs, a million jobs over the course of the entire crisis. 3.6% is the unemployment rate. That is essentially steady there. We've had a couple of revisions in February and March, but overall, you can see this is a strong trend in the American labor market, no question. And the jobless rate has come down dramatically from the worst of things in 2020 when you were looking at almost 50%, 15% unemployment rate. Now, we saw wages increase, you guys, by 5.5%. That's pretty strong wage growth overall. That's one of the concerns that some economists have. They'd like to see the job market, believe it or not, slow down a little bit here so it doesn't spin off even more inflation in the economy. As you know, the Federal Reserve is working very, very hard to try to tamp down on inflation right now, try to do that by raising interest rates. So a lot of changes happening in the American economy at the moment. For you, what that means, jobs are plentiful, wages are rising, but so are costs in terms of inflation, and borrowing costs will be rising. So anybody who's got a credit card, a home loan, a car loan, if you're getting new loans, you're going to have higher interest rates for all of those things. So a lot happening in the economy, you guys.
There is a lot happening in the economy, you guys. There is a lot happening in the economy, but it's mostly really good. It's mostly like exceptionally good. So let's talk about the inflation, okay? Because people are still upset. They're very upset about inflation. And, the idea that inflation is something that's particular to America is foolish. It's stupid. It's, kind of a GOP talking point, but it's dumb. Why did I say but? No, it is dumb because it is a GOP talking point. Let's just look at the fact that inflation is global. Now, what in the world does everyone around the globe need in order to make their economies go? So I'm going to say energy, right? I'm just going to, off the top of my head, say energy. So let's have a little look-see at a couple of things that I've had beside me in my stack of papers all week, but was waiting for the jobs report to actually show you. Chevron and Exxon last Friday posted huge profits bolstered by sky-high gas prices. Sky-high gas prices. And guess what they told their investors? Guess what they said on their earnings call? Guess what they said? They said, we're going to keep oil production flat. We're not going to increase production, roll it, speed it up, like in the chocolate factory. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. They're going to keep production where it is because they're making an extraordinary amount of money by gouging you and me. And then the idiots over on the other side of the aisle who are only interested in power, they don't care how they get it, they don't care who, they don't care the morals, they don't care about policy, they don't care about they don't care about anything, nothing except getting and keeping power. They are literally trying to divide this country over the fact that gas prices are very, very high, but leaving out the fact that Chevron raked in $6.3 billion in the first quarter, which is quadruple its profit in the same period last year, quadruple from the same time last year. Exxon brought in $5.5 billion. That's double their profit from last year. These two, all oil and gas companies, they are the biggest beneficiaries of soaring gas prices, obviously, and they don't have any interest in, America or Germany or, democracies around the world. They don't have any interest in any of it, to the point where they say, we're really hurting these democracies. We're hurting the ability for people to, and so we're going to increase production and we're going to invest in, new production or whatever. No. Instead, they have taken these profits. They've decided they're keeping production flat, and they've taken these profits. And I know this because they announced it. They said it out loud. They're not even trying to hide it. It's just that people who don't read newspapers or people who don't watch news, like real news, they have no idea that this has actually gone on and that this is public knowledge. But last Friday, they announced plans to triple its stock buybacks, to triple its repurchases, up to $30 billion through 2023. Chevron said it's going to purchase a record $10 billion of its own stock. The CEO of Exxon was on this call and he said, quote, "I want to acknowledge the very real impact the high prices are having on families all around the world. You may recall we anticipated this with industry investment levels well below those required to offset depletion." What? So this is even more egregious. They're very aware of how it's hurting us. They're very aware of how it's hurting consumers, of how it's hurting democracies, of how it's hurting families. They're very aware of it, but we just don't care. We just don't care.